Hello, beautiful people. Can you hear me? Let's have a sound and vision check from some of my mods. I can see a few of you are in the chat. I am still setting up because, of course, as usual, I'm running late. I'm never on time for anything. I will not be on time for my own funeral either. Bear with me while I figure out what the hell I'm doing, because you know I'm no good at tech. So yes, if people could hit the like button, that would be amazing. Thank you very much. Right, here I am. There we go. So I can see the comments. Oh, this bloody thing. Won't change. It's a bloody nuisance. Do you know, me and technology, guys, I need somebody to come and show me what the hell it is I'm doing. How are you all doing today on this wet and miserable Friday here in deepest, darkest Derbyshire? Hi, Jessica. Lovely to see you. I need to send you a message. I have just checked through what you put on my Buy Me a Coffee dashboard. So I do thank you very much. We will set something up. Can you drop me an email? Email address is thewitchygoth at gmail.com. I should remember it. It's because I've got other email addresses, you see, and it's not the one that I normally use, but I didn't want to use my normal address because, yeah, that's where all the shit goes. So, yeah. And then my other email address is full and I need to delete stuff on there. So that was another business address. So blah, blah, you can come and help me with your setup. I know I need to email you back, blah, blah. I just, again, have not had the time. I'll explain everything to you in a little while. I just want to see who has joined in the chat. I'm going to, why is this doing this? Do you know, bloody hell. It's missing part of the edge and I don't know how to fix it because I'm not good with computers. Really not good with them. And this screen that I've got on my old computer is a square screen. It's not one of the long screens, so it's missing off the end. And normally I can scroll across, but it's not letting me scroll across. There's something missing. There's something missing besides my brain. You know, where is my mind? Yeah, they're playing somewhere this year, I think, the Pixies. So we have, oh, thank you, Elf, putting up the email address. Really, really, really appreciate it. 4.3 ratio instead of 16.9 ratio. I don't know what that means. I have no idea what that means. I'm sure you're talking about the screen size. The thing is, when I bought the computer, I bought the tower. I wanted a tower one, and then I got the keyboard with it, and I thought, right, the screen was ridiculously expensive, so I thought, okay, I'll get a secondhand one from Cash Converters, which I did, and my plan was to always replace it. And that was nearly 20 years ago. And I didn't think the screen would actually last as long as it has because it keeps going funny colors. The connection at the back doesn't fit properly. So, but, you know, we do what we do. So is this coming up as a link you can tap? I have no idea, guys. The email address. Hold shift and use the scroll wheel. There's no scroll wheel. Old computer, needs updating. Yeah. At the moment, it's just going to have to stay as it is because money is very tight. So, yeah. So you can thank Elle for this live stream because she cornered me on Reagan Elite's live stream earlier today. And she said, are you going live again? I'm like, oh, okay, I will do. I was going to have a quiet afternoon. But you know what? I need this. I do need this. This week's been bizarre. It has been very bizarre. So let's see who is in the chat. Draka, hello, Draka, and Alexis, hope you're both doing well. Billy, lovely to see you, my badger, Kaka. Chris C, thank you for being here. Hi, Andrea. Lovely to see you. That should be pinned. Okay, it's there. It's okay. Hi, Viper Scott. Thank you for joining. Alistair. You will always be Alistair to me. Elle, you are in the chat. Thank you very much for being here. So I've got a couple of mods in, guys. So if you are new to the channel, my mods are brilliant. They are a wonderful bunch of people. In fact, the whole of the chat is a wonderful bunch of people. So we like to keep the chat polite, friendly. You'll notice different conversations going off in the chat as well. You are welcome to chat to people as long as you stay polite and friendly. We do not tolerate any racism, any bigotry, any transphobia, any homophobia, anything like that. We are or pagan phobia. We are a very open bunch of people. Most of us are left-leaning. Some of us are farther left than others. That's okay. And yeah, let's keep the chat a little bit, you know, polite and nice. And there's a sneeze. There's a sneeze building up. Let's see, have I missed anybody? Bear with me, bear with me, bear with me, bear with me. Blah, blah, lovely to see you. Jessica, thank you for joining. Hi, Rosemary, it's lovely to see you. Thank you for joining. Chrissy, it's been a horrible wet day in Staffordshire as well. Yeah, well, you're not too far from me. You're over on the other side. I'm on this side. So you're more on the west side. I'm on the east side. The east side is better than the west side. I used to love Ali G. Let's have a look. Have I missed anybody? Diz, hello, Diz. Thank you for joining. Hi, Mithril. Thank you for joining. Lovely to see you. Yes, Chris has put a Christy has put a post up there, a gentle reminder to all potential trolls. I treat the trolls as equals. You will be dealt with swiftly and fairly. No ifs, no buts, and certainly no appeals. Instant mute and boot. Thank you, Chris C. Yeah, we want to keep it polite. You know, there's no need for us to argue with each other. The world's bad enough as it is, isn't it? Oh, nice cup of tea. I've got orange spice today. It's very nice. Very, very nice. I thought I'd rather have that than another coffee. So this week for me has been a bit weird. It's not Viva la Revolution, is it? That was, what is Citizen Smith's line? Power to the people. Wasn't it Power to the People? Old Wolfie Smith. Yeah, Diz got it. Power to the people. So you will notice that there is a poll at the top of the page. It's which do you prefer, tea or coffee? It's just a stupid little poll, just something to, you know, make me happy. So far we have got 58% tea and 33% coffee and 8% neither. That's interesting. Who are the neithers? Who are the Neanderthals that don't like tea or coffee? And what do you like? Orange spice sounds delicious. Andrea, it is. I got them from Amazon. They're London Fruit and Herb Company. That's the name. They're not too badly priced. And it's quite a big box that, you know, like with different flavors in. And there's several flavors. I was very into apple and cinnamon, and they had just plain apple and cinnamon, but I thought, you know, sometimes you like a bit of a change. So yeah, this has got all different stuff in. It's got strawberry and raspberry and peach and blueberry and lemon and lime and the apple and cinnamon and then the orange. And then there's another one that I cannot remember which one it is. The link ain't right. For which one? For my buy me a bloody coffee. Do I not know? You know, I'm really crap with this thing. Bear with me, guys, while I sort myself out. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Sorry, guys. Here we go. Technology. Technology. Right, there it is, guys. I'm going to pin it to the top of the page. At least I know how to do some things. Rooibos. Yes, I do like my rooibos. I have some, I have a jar full. Actually, I've got 2 boxes full in the cupboard as well. I do like rooibos because it is caffeine free. So you like your rooibos, which is, well, it's a tea. It is a tea. But caffeine free, which is nice. I have it with milk and sugar, the same way that I have a normal cup of tea, 1 sugar and a bit of milk. I think, you know, that's the way I've always drunk it. It's a thing, you know, it's a South African thing. Twinings, anything other than Yorkshire tea is blasphemous to me. PG tips will do in a pinch. I think I have Tetley's. So yeah, sorry. You have it straight up. Nice one. My grandson is fast asleep at my feet. Last night he had a late-ish nap and then kept me awake till 2:30. Oh dear. Oh dear. Not good. Well, I don't know what's going on with me this week. I've been so tired. Yes, I am still running, but I did take a break, not yesterday, the day before. I needed to. I was so tired. I got up, sorted the cats out because obviously I have to get up on time for Thorn. So normally then I'll sit down and have my breakfast, which I did do. And then I'm just like dozing off. Let's go get comfortable, go back to bed. Excuse me, which I did do. And then it was 2:30. No idea what happened to the day. Then this morning, got up, same thing happened, starting to doze off. I'm like, okay, this time set an alarm, because I wanted to catch Reagan Elite's show, but I only got up at about 11:20. So I only managed to catch the last bit of his show. But I loved that that bit that he played with the wrestling chant, F ice, F ice. That was brilliant. I hate it as a Lancastrian, should not like Yorkshire tea, but I love it. It is a good tea. If I could afford it, I would buy it. But it's one of those things at the moment. Hi, Kirsty. Thank you for joining, my darling. Lovely to see you. Diz's brain switched off. That's okay. Mine switched off. The chat was great. Yeah, it was great in Reagan Elise. Because he had a load of people coming from Graham's live stream, which was nice. That was really good. So always good to have people join. I need to set up the raid button thing. And I know that I've been sent, I think blah, blah sent it to me to do. And it's just, yeah. Coming and sitting in front of my computer at the moment is like one of those things that I am avoiding. You know, when you like, the overwhelm that takes over. And it's one of the reasons that I deferred my studies this year was because I just couldn't cope with all of the work that was going on. And there was so much to do with the computer as well. I mean, you know, setup of my computer. The programs themselves that I was using, I was fine with. They're all Windows-based programs. And although there's been a lot of change since I last used Windows, because I was using LibreOffice previously because it was free, but because I'm with the OU, you get a link to Windows and you're allowed to use it for so many years after you finish studying, which is great. So that's always good. So yeah, there have been some changes, obviously, you know, the different versions that have been released since the original Windows that I started using way back when. And then you had to get the patches because the things were wrong. And then, you know, then Microsoft has just been making money since then on all of us having to buy the newest tech, the newest programs, because people want to make money, basically, at the end of the day. You avoided the agenda this afternoon. Don't need the blood pressure raised. No, I also avoided the agenda. I got back at about 1:30 from my run, and I was like, no, I'm not watching it. So I was watching some other content. It's actually a comedian. His name begins with a V, and I cannot remember his name now. It's a strange spelling, but he's really funny. He's on Facebook, and he's really, really funny. He's a Gen Xer. It is, I would imagine, round about my age, probably a bit younger. And he talks about dating. And he's so funny. He's a Yorkshire man. He's a Yorkshire man. I think he lives near Leeds, but he's dead funny. He's dead funny. Windows is the operating system. You see, I don't know anything. Don't know anything, blah, blah. I'm useless when it comes to computers. To say that I was an IT support manager, I don't know what I'm doing. You know, I don't know what I'm doing. Saw the wild garlic flowering, Witchy. It looked lovely. Wow, is that flowering already? Here we've just got mud. Just mud. I changed my route today. I don't know if you've seen, I put up a post of the running route that I did today, which was on the roads, and I hate road running. I absolutely hate it because of people and cars and the fumes. I was coughing today. I was really coughing, but I managed to run up all the hills. So that was a massive improvement. My elevation was higher than normal, which is good. My speed was faster than normal as well. So I am really, really pleased with that. Tomorrow, I don't know where I'm going to run because it's also forecast to rain and it's shit. So my long run that I normally have every week, you guys know, you see the videos when I'm there at Clumber, is just, it's been put on hold. I can't do that distance because I've got my 10K race on Saturday next week. So to do the same distance tomorrow and then next Saturday is not good for the training. So I will probably only do 6Ks and then it'll be 5Ks and then it'll be 3Ks. So I'll have Thursday and Friday off and then for the race on Sunday. It's raining every day since the 1st of January days. We've had some sunnier days and a bit warmer, but so that the ground actually solidified a little bit. But yesterday when I ran up there, I knew if it carries on raining, I'm not going to be able to run up there. So yeah. Oh, what are we talking about? Have we had a troll? Have we had a troll? Oh, and the agenda. Yeah, I didn't watch it. I do find sometimes I don't. Yeah, you guys know what I mean. Heating is on at the moment. Well, in the living room and the bathroom, at least. Yeah, no, blah, blah. I love Phil. I do. I love Phil and I love Graham. So, yeah. But I don't, yeah. Let's leave it there. So, yeah, I was supposed to be at a gig tonight in Manchester. I've got the ticket. If anybody wants a free ticket, let me know. If you live in Manchester and you want to go to a goth show, it's Ashbury Heights and Ghost Bells. The doors open at 6 p.m. I just can't make it, and I'll send you the code, the QR code, if you want to go. I just don't have money for petrol. So I have enough money for petrol for one big drive. And I've got the race next Saturday. And so I had to make a decision. Do I do the race or do I do the gig? So I'm doing the race because I'll need to fill up with petrol to get down to South Derbyshire because I'm northeast Derbyshire. So I'm basically pretty much on the border of Sheffield. Where I am literally across the road is across the back where I run, where the fields are. Other side of that road is Sheffield. Yeah. Like a volcano meeting a tornado. Yeah. I just, yeah. Sometimes you've just got to do your thing. And plus as well, when I got back, I was tired from my run. I had to change because obviously dripping wet from I have a rain jacket thing, but you still get wet. And, my hair's still a bit damp as well. But really good run today, so I'm really pleased with that. Hopefully tomorrow I want to do about 6 kilometers, so that'll be on the Greenway. So, but I'll be going towards Chesterfield this time instead of towards Cresswell, because it's an uphill there and then it's a downhill back. So I'll be, having a better sort of issue with my legs. It's better for me to run uphill first and then downhill, because running downhill first and then uphill afterwards is a nightmare. But next week, I think I've told you, my race on 3rd kilometer, it's pretty much like that, and then it comes down like that. And on kilometer 7, same thing, like that, and then like that. So that's going to be hardcore. That's going to be hardcore. So I'm just hoping to finish in 2 hours. That's it. I'm hoping to finish in 2 hours. No, blah, blah. It's too late for me now. I can't. Sorry, my darling. I would love to, but it's far too late. Because with Thorn, I would have had to have gotten up at 5 o'clock this morning to give him his insulin then, to give him his insulin now. There's just no way that I'll make it. But thank you so much, my darling. Thank you so much for that. I just, yeah, thank you. It's not necessary. It really isn't necessary. It's okay. I've accepted it. So, and I would need to go and get ready, and that's another hour job. That's another hour job. So I'm going to, after I've done this, I'm going to sit down, read a book and drink some more tea, and then I'll catch Friday Frolics, and then I shall do, put my feet up. You know what? I realised I haven't watched the last bloody episode of Stranger Things. So that's my plan for the weekend, is to watch that last episode of Stranger Things. Trumpty Dumpty has released a very racist video on Truth Social, the Obamas' stain on American history. Oh my God. Oh my God, Chris. I'll find that afterwards. Thank you, Andrea. Mending my glasses, super glue, got opticians next week, thank God. Good. So I don't want to talk about the elephant in the room, because enough people are talking about it, and whatever happens with Labour will happen with Labour. We can only speculate. So let's leave that there. That's just, I just don't want to discuss it. I did a video on it, so if you want to watch that video, you can go and watch it. This was before there was more information found out about it, so I just want to leave that there today. I don't want to discuss it. I actually have sort of been avoiding quite a few political channels this week, because it's just so distressing, because we all knew what was going to happen. We all knew there were going to be people in those files that we didn't want to believe would be in there. Alas, they are. Right. I'm going to start half an hour late, 23 minutes late, with a card. These are the Animal Oracle cards that I love. Just a deck that I got for free with a Soul and Spirit and Destiny magazine. Don't know which one it was, because it was so long ago now. So let's see what animal card we get today. Oh, this is very, very interesting. Really, really interesting. The dragon card, which is all about wealth. So think of smoke sitting on all the wealth. So the message is, your spiritual dragon wants you to reach your true potential, and it can provide knowledge to those who are worthy of its insight. Some associate the appearance of a spiritual dragon with riches, but in reality, it is more to do with being rich with happiness. This is true wealth and is a path that spirit dragons may guide us down. So being rich with happiness. I love that. I love that. And I love dragon energy as well. I do think that it's, that sort of mythical creature. Is it mythical? Did they exist? I like to think that all of the mythical creatures that we talk about did exist at some stage. That's we probably haven't found their skeletons yet. That's just my thought. Just my thought. Glasses glued, hopefully not to my face. You know what happened to me last year, don't you? I got those really fancy Kylie Minogue ones with they were so nice. I absolutely loved them. Big frames. I decided to spoil myself, and I was wearing them when I was running, and it was the time that I fell really, really hard. It was over a route, and I tripped and fell over this route, and I landed, got a big scar on my shoulder, still got the scar on my knee, and I landed on my face, and the glasses just banged into the ground, and the arm broke, and then the lenses were all scratched, so they couldn't repair them. I was very, very upset. Been trying to find a way to watch the Winter Olympics as I don't have the BBC. Have you had a look on YouTube? Maybe there's on one of the news channels. Yeah, some good Amazon shares tumble as 200 billion AI rollout worries the markets. Yeah, I saw something about Musk talking about AI, that we've got less than a year or something to sort it out and put it into space. Blame him. Blame him. What's that name? Sir Larry the Cat. Hello. Hello. Thank you for joining me. I'm so happy I've got Sir Larry the Cat. Brilliant. My cats earlier on, you know, I've got Spike and Nessie. Fern jumped up on my desk as I was setting this live up, and she sent them flying. So they need some hugs. So send some love for Spike and Nessie. I know I'm bloody daft, aren't I? How do, Sir Larry the Cat? How are you doing, mate? Thank you, Diz. Thank you guys for the love hearts. Thank you. So I have got an article, which is quite fun. It's from the Oxford Mail. You know, I like to go into the local papers from the areas because I just think you find such stupid articles, and, you know, I just think that they're sometimes better than the main rags. So this is dated the 5th of February, so yesterday's date. Villager slams Oxfordshire skinheads as union flags raised. By Matthew J.C. Evans, the reporter. The flags were put up in both Bampton in the Bush and Clanfield last Sunday, February the 1st, and has provoked a furious reaction from residents. Susan Allen, who lives in Bampton in the Bush, posted in a public village Facebook group on the same evening as the flags were put up. She said, "To the skinheads who arrived in our village with your entourage and your ladder to put up union flags, understand this means this. Union means together, united, one people bound to each other." I agree. It does. The hanging of flags on public roads has been a contentious issue since last summer, with supporters saying it is a show of patriotism, while critics say it is unsafe, untidy, and creates a hostile atmosphere. I do agree. I do agree. I'm lucky in my village. I haven't really seen any. There were the red crosses on the roundabouts, but that's all. So I haven't really seen any. I don't think the people around here can be asked, to be honest. And besides, you know, we've got quite a few reform people in our local council. So, yeah. In the past few weeks, flags have been raised in Oxford, Carterton, Abingdon, Wantage, Witney, and other towns. Miss Allen added that the union flag belongs, that it says beyond, but it means, I think they mean belongs, to everyone, no matter their gender identity, skin colour, faith, sexual orientation, or class. She said, "So if you come to Bampton with populist rhetoric designed to divide, know this: our Britain is compassionate, inclusive, and will always win over hate and division. We have far more in common than what separates us. We are a mixed, shared story, and we always have been, and we always will. And we are all a richer nation for it." Her comments provoked some debate online, garnering almost 2,000 reactions and 450 comments. Those in support praised her sentiment, saying it was eloquently put and that the flags were cheap, potentially foreign made and an eyesore, so Temu flags. Another added they were bringing division and asked those putting them up to jog on. However, some were critical about the way she generalized skinheads and questioned why she was annoyed by the presence of the national flags in the village. One person said those putting up the flags deserve knighthoods for their selfless services to our communities. I think selfless services would be them perhaps going and handing out, food parcels, helping the elderly in the elderly homes, helping an old lady cross the road, going and getting shopping for people, picking up litter, all those lovely things, checking on neighbours. And these guys came from out of town. They weren't people who lived in that town. So that's what's infuriating more than anything, is that they just sort of barge in and go, this is what we're going to do. And knighthoods, come on. Recently, it has been revealed that Oxfordshire County Council has spent around £15,000 on removing flags up to December the 22nd, 2025. A spokesperson for the council said, "We proudly fly both the Union Jack and the St George's flag from our buildings, and we welcome residents displaying flags on their own property." Perfectly fine. However, we have also been clear that placing flags on or near highways can create serious safety hazards, and we will continue to take action to remove them during routine maintenance or where they pose an immediate danger to road users or pedestrians. In a response, a leading member of Raise the Colours Oxfordshire, the group largely responsible for putting the flags up, said they would not surrender. So funny. So funny. It is Dad's army, isn't it? It is bloody Dad's army. It's just hilarious. Absolutely hilarious. What do you guys think? I thought the flag thing had sort of dissipated a bit, and yet now it seems to sort of, come back. Boredom after January, maybe they've now got money again to buy from Temu, because January is normally a skint month because of Xmas and Yule. Raise the flags, not your kids. Raise the kids, not your flags. Yeah. So we've got still going on about super glue. Oh, yes, we must plug anybody who has a channel, who is watching and who is commenting. Please, Diz, Chris, or blah, blah, or any of the other channels, spanners, if you could put up, please also link Daily Blasés. Hello, Daily Blasé. How are you doing? How's things up there in the north? I think you probably got the same shitty weather we have here, because I was just saying that I'm on the edge of chef. So, yeah. Well, I'm very well, just a bit tired. So I wasn't going to do a live today. I wasn't supposed to be, because I was supposed to go to a gig, but that's okay. I've made my peace with that. But if anybody watching is in Manchester or close to Manchester and would like to go see Ashbury Heights and Ghost Bells, let me know, because I have the ticket and I can email you the QR code so you can get in. Let's have a look. What's this one, Chris C? Please watch this as the main character received an MBE for his work. Oh, that's just... Hang on. I'll watch it later. Sorry, guys, hang on. I know there's an echo. Sorry. There we go. I will watch that. I will watch that. Oh, did anybody see that show on BBC? I can't remember the name of it now. Oh, it was about an abusive man and 4 women who he abused through his life from a sort of young age. And it was very, very good. Very, very good. If you haven't seen it, and it's trigger warning, definite trigger warning, but it's really, really good. You can also get it on YouTube if you do not have BBC or a TV license. So you can get it on YouTube as well, because I posted it on a page on Facebook, and a lot of people, a woman's page on Facebook, and a lot of people on there were in the States and one in Oz, and they both managed to watch it on YouTube. So let me try and find the name of the show. Hang on a second, guys. It came up on my feed. So documentary. Let's have a look. Lover, Liar, Predator. So it's definitely worth watching. I definitely recommend it. If you want to find out a little bit more about how these narcissistic psychopaths, Machiavellian sociopaths work, and how they love bomb and then gaslight and then abuse and then love bomb, and that, you know, that constant cycle that those kind of people will do. So I'm not going to say too much about it because it is really, really good. So yeah, if you want to watch it, go ahead. But like I say, trigger warning, you might want a box of tissues when you watch it. Let's have a look. Tipping down up here. Yeah, it's tipping down outside. Well, it wasn't tipping down so much. It's just been tipping down for the last couple of days. Very muddy. When I was running down the dam road earlier on, there's a ditch on the one side of it, and the water comes running off of the field. So the dam's on that side, and there's a ditch. But that ditch was so full, there were actually geese in there during the week, and it's just like a river running across the road down into the dam. So I just ran through it. Thank God I've got the trainers that I have. They're brilliant. Oh, hello, is Joe in the channel? So, you know, I always do this. I never change it to live chat. And then I miss people, so I am sorry. Sounds like a Mandelson documentary, that witch. Well, it's not. It is quite sad. To be honest, it is quite sad how some men, not all men, have this ability to attract women. And I call it, and I've said it before in many videos, I call it the crazy making. They make their partner crazy. They trauma bond to them so much that their partner is too afraid to leave. And also they abuse that person, and then that person is too afraid to tell anybody, too afraid to leave. So many horrible, horrible things that happen to them. So definitely worth a watch. It does in the ad, it says, you know, forget adolescence, watch this, which is true. I think adolescence struck on a different level because it was about the youth and about the incel culture, whereas this is about, the man is Scottish. Not saying anything bad against the Scots, because you know that I love Scotland. In fact, I got myself some Tunnocks tea cakes and I had one for my lunch. It was so nice. Haven't had them for years, and it's you. I don't know. I know, Alistair, I think you're Scottish, aren't you? I don't know where Pete's is. I hope he's okay. I hope Pete's is okay. Oh, you're just sharing his link, Elle. Thank you. Thank you. He will appreciate it. Yeah. Tunnocks Tory cakes. Tunnocks Tory cakes? Not following, Kirsty. Want to dip your toe into American politics? Catch Mikey and Tim at 5 p.m. Tuesday and Thursday for the headlines over at BIM Podcasts. Absolutely brilliant channel. Love them. They're brilliant. Oh, yeah, I've still got 4 left, Alistair. I've still got 4 left, so they will be eaten over the weekend. They will be muchly enjoyed, definitely. Who has tried the Biscoff cream eggs? My God, They are so good. They are so, so good. Highly recommend them. That's what happened to my late sister. She'd always struggled with mental health, and this piece of shit manipulated her. Yeah. It's all about control. Coercive control. That happened to me, Mithril. I started my channel off as Life After Narc. You may remember seeing my handle on Graham's channel. And I changed it later on to the Witchy Goth. It just made more sense because I started doing other videos. But a lot of my first videos, earlier videos, were about narcissism. I was educating myself, and that was the reason that I decided to study psychology. But I'd always wanted to study psychology since I was a kid in school. It was a topic that always interested me, and I never had the opportunity. Tunnock's tea cakes are beautiful. They certainly are. There's only one cream egg, the original, though. The white chocolate one is very close second. Yeah, I like the white chocolate one as well. Don't do the Oreo ones or the caramel ones. Don't like them. Caramel ones, it's not the same. And I do, it's the fondant inside the cream egg. But if you've not had a Biscoff one, get yourself one. Why would you ruin a cream egg with Biscoff? Don't you like Biscoff, blah, blah? Tunnock supported the Unionists in the Indie vote in 2014, so we call them Tunnock's Tories if you're an independent person. Okay, right, I get it. Thank you. They are much smaller than they used to be, Elle. It is very, and they're only 5 in a box now, and they used to be 6. Billy, you've got a beer. Good for you. Good for you. They were okay, so I take it, Alistair, you're not a massive fan of them. I could eat them until I'm sick. I really could. Biscoff tastes burnt. I don't think so. They are not the only things that have gotten smaller. Yeah, everything has. It's like I used to buy a pack of 9 dairy milk bars, that 4 blocks of chocolate on each one, because they were 145 calories. So by 9, I thought that's decent. Same price now, slightly more expensive, 7 in a pack. They changed the shortbreads that I like. They've done a new recipe. They're nowhere near as nice, and they're slightly more expensive and less sugar. They also changed the recipe for the tear and share cinnamon buns, which I absolutely love. That, and they've got less cream on, which is just wrong because it's the cream. Look at Freddo's, smaller in size and now cost 25p. Absolutely. Mars bars are shorter too. Yeah, I haven't had a Mars bar for years, to be honest. Shrinkflation, Witchy Goth. I love the Biscoff biscuits and a coffee. Yeah. Yeah. So glad you won't live long enough to see cocoa go extinct. Yeah, I know, Andrea. When I read that article years ago, I was, no, must eat as much chocolate as I can. Mars bars in Asda are £1.90 for 3. Blooming heck. That's expensive. So yeah, there are still shag flaggers, flag shaggers. There are flaggers putting up flags and pissing people off. So that's definitely something that's still going on. Then another article that came up on my feed last night, but I'm actually reading a different article because this one looks more interesting. So this one's dated the 5th of February. It's from Eco News, and the Earth is tearing apart beneath the Pacific Northwest, and scientists have just caught it in the midst of a geological collapse. Now, I think I read something about this a few weeks ago, guys, when I was talking about the Pacific Northwest. No, that was in the Atlantic. Different ocean. So this is by Adrian Villalas. Off the coast of Vancouver Island, deep under the waves and far below the seafloor, Earth's outer shell is literally ripping apart. A new study in Science Advances shows that the oceanic plate diving beneath the Pacific Northwest is breaking into pieces, marking the slow death of part of the Cascadia subduction zone. I don't know what that is. Where's Pagan when you need him? Scientists have long suspected that subduction zones eventually shut down, but this is the first time they have been able to watch the process unfolding in such detail. For coastal communities that already live with tsunami evacuation maps on the fridge, any talk of tearing plates naturally raises a question. Does this make the big Cascadia quake more or less likely? The short answer is that the overall hazard remains roughly the same on human timescales. Cascadia is still capable of producing very large earthquakes and tsunamis. The new work mostly refines our picture of how and where those quakes might rupture. So how to stop a runaway plate. I didn't know plates had legs, but now that makes sense because now I have missing plates. So they're running away. They've gone with the socks. Subduction zones are where one tectonic plate sinks beneath another. They recycle old seafloor, feed chains of volcanoes, and power some of the largest earthquakes on the planet. Once a dense slab starts to sink, its weight pulls the rest of the plate along. That slab pull is so strong that ending subduction usually requires what the authors call a tectonic accident. Lead author Brandon Shook uses a more down-to-earth image. Getting a subduction zone started is like trying to push a train uphill. It takes a huge effort. You know, when I was traveling through Europe years and years ago in 1999, backpacking, back in those days, took a train from Paris to Rome. And as you get to the mountains, the train they swap the engines over because it's at the border. And you can feel that pulling of that train because it was a night journey that we did, and you can feel that pulling of that train, and obviously because you're going over the mountains. So yeah, pushing a train uphill, or pulling a train uphill for that matter. Once that train is racing downhill, stopping it takes something dramatic on the track. In northern Cascadia, that something is a tangled boundary called the Nootka Fault Zone. Using ultra-deep seismic reflection data from the 2021 CASI 21 survey, plus tens of thousands of earthquake records, the team imaged the crust offshore Vancouver Island almost like a medical ultrasound of the planet. They found that what used to be a single oceanic plate has been sliced into two parts. On one side lies the better-known Juan de Fuca plate, or de Fuchsia, because C is normally a diffuser plate. On the other sits a smaller block called the Explorer microplate. A narrow shear zone about 20 kilometers wide separates them, where the Nootka Fault Zone cuts from the seafloor down into the upper mantle. I'm not going to go on. Oh, hang on, I think this is the last. No, it's not. It goes on for quite a long time. So GPS data already hinted that something odd was going on. Explorer dives beneath North America at roughly 2 centimeters per year, while neighboring Juan de Fuca subducts at more than 4 centimeters per year. In other words, one conveyor belt is slowing while the other keeps running. Okay, so they're probably doing that sort of thing, I would imagine. There's no image. There's no image. Well, there's a slab pull diagram. I'll link this afterwards because this is on my other computer, because this computer is being daft. The cats have been playing internetings again. Okay, yeah, it is. So it's like that. And then they do that, just as I said. So it's doing that. It's doing that. Okay, makes sense. De Fuca is fine. De Fuca is fine. Africa is also splitting into tens of millions of years into the future. There will be a new ocean between the eastern and western blocks of Africa. Yeah. Fish ran away with the spoon. Yes, Billy, I was thinking of that exact same thing. You studied geology at uni. Fantastic, Mithril. Fantastic. So you know what I'm talking about. Yes, please like the chat feed. channel, if you could. If you would like to comment, you will need to subscribe to the channel to make a comment, and please keep the comments respectful and nice and kind and happy and jokey and fun. Oh, hello, All Shorts. Lovely to see you. Oh, that's brilliant. Thank you. And let's plug it on here as well. Let's plug that video on here as well, please. Alistair, if you can. That would be wonderful. Flagged it. Alex, Draca and me discovered 10 packs of Tunnock's dark chocolate tea cakes at our local Poundland for £2. Ooh, I'm going to have to go there. New Mountain Origin incoming then, that's fun. Cat's playing ping pong with the hub again, which the thing is, where it is, okay, it's on coffee table underneath the window. And of course, they jump onto the coffee table to get onto the windowsill because I've got cushions on there for them. In summer, it gets nice and warm for them. The sun comes through it. That window faces south. And behind the coffee table, there's a load of cables, as there normally is. And I think their tails catch the cable for the Wi-Fi and they pull it off. And they've done something else because there's a load of loose cables now across the floor. So I've got to go and sort that out this weekend. That'll be this weekend's job. Who calls us something similar? Tommy Cooper moment there, not like that, but like this. Not like that, like this. Didn't he pass away on stage, bless him? I think that's a way to go, though. If you're going to go doing what you love the most. Doing what you love the most. Matron. Used to love that show. So those are the articles that I had time to put up today. I didn't get a chance to put more articles up, unfortunately, pull articles up. Oh, wow. Thank you, guys. I see we've got some. Thank you. Thank you to Jessica and to Kirsty. Thank you so much for your donations to my Buy Me a Coffee. That's really helpful. I don't know when I get paid, but yeah, that's definitely going towards petrol at the moment. Yeah, for those who don't know, my PIP was cancelled and I have appealed it. So I'm waiting for that appeal to come through. Witchy, your cat top makes me think you have lots of cats. Not one is bursting out of your chest like in Aliens. I do have lots of cats. Have 5. I'd have more if I could afford more. One of my dreams would be to have a cat rescue. I would love to have a cat rescue. It would just be heaven for me. It really would be heaven. I have to pull what out? Blah, blah. What do I have to pull out? Had a heart attack and everyone thought he was joking. Yeah, that was sad. That was very sad. I guess the audience would think it was part of the act. I mean, you know, what do you think when things like that happen? That's I did put the link up earlier. It's pinned at the top of the page. Blah blah. It is pinned at the top of the page. Also, let's see the poll. Let's have a look at the poll because things have changed. Things have changed. Tea 50%, coffee 44%, and 6% neither. So figures have dropped a little bit, but pretty even. Pretty even. I like coffee when it's a good coffee, when it's a nice, decent cup of coffee, like going into a proper coffee shop. There's a lovely coffee shop up the road from me. I haven't been for ages. But they do fantastic coffee and fantastic homemade cakes as well, because you can't have a coffee without a cake. And tea, if I'm going to have tea, if I go out to have tea, I like to have fancy tea in a teapot, either Assam or Darjeeling or something like that. There's a fantastic tea shop in Southport on across from the park area that's in the main. It's not Marine Parade. It's the. Is it Lord Street? I think it's on Lord Street. And me and my sister took my mum there a couple of years ago, about 4 years ago, for Mother's Day. And they do this fantastic, layers of cakes and stuff. And we had one each. My God, there was far too much to eat. Proper cream tea, absolutely delicious. And there was a queue to get in. So we were actually really lucky when we got there, because my mum, she can't walk far. So brother-in-law dropped us off outside, and then we went in. And there was a table that had just cleared, which was brilliant, but such a good coffee shop. What's the name of it? So if you live in Southport or even in Liverpool, because it's not that far from Liverpool, I think it was Westminster Tea Rooms. That seems to ring a bell. Just having a look at the images. No, that's got an outside view, and I don't remember there being outside. I'm sure it was Westminster Tea Room. I think it's Nostalgia Tea Room. So good, so good. Really, really lovely. So if you do get to go, they don't take bookings. I don't think they didn't take bookings. Or was it Westminster Tea Room? Hang on. I need to look. Can't be Westminster, because they've got images of outside, and I don't think there was an outside area. Or is it this one? Sorry, guys, I need to get the right name, because, I'm sure it was Westminster Tea Room, but there's no, I'm not finding a, anyway, yes, it was Westminster Tea Rooms. I found an outdoor thing. Okay, they've got the outdoor thing on Lord Street, because it's got quite a big pavement. So that's where, and it looked like grass, but it's not. It's that fake grass. So yeah, that it is Westminster Tea Rooms. So if you are in Southport, I highly, highly, highly recommend you go there for a cuppa and a cream tea. It's absolutely delicious. Right, guys, I am going to get going. I am going to go and put my feet up. Worst place to live, next to a proper cafe, the smell of bacon and sausages. Oh God, I know, Chrissy. My mum, where my mum's flat is in Southport, it's on the main road, Station Road. It's near the station, and there's a chippy a couple of shops down, and oh my God, the smell. And they do brilliant fish and chips. There used to be a bakery across the road as well. My dad decided to buy this flat there because across the road was the pub that he liked. So yeah, it was called Barmio, it's now called Duke's, but really, really nice. Yeah, there used to be a really lovely bakery across the road, and they made those proper jam tarts, or fruit tarts, strawberry tarts, quite the deep cup, and loads of cream on top. Oh my God, they were delicious. I'd always get fat when I went to my mum's. I live near a petrol station, love the smell, but probably not very healthy. No, Andrea, I've got a hydraulics place across the road from me, and it often stinks, and it doesn't do any good for my chest. Your Buy Me a Coffee doesn't pay you. You have to withdraw the funds. You should link a PayPal account to. I have linked an account to it. I think I will check that out. Thank you. Blah blah. Thank you. That's a job for tomorrow. I'm not doing it now. I can't be thinking about computer stuff after the issues that I have with computers. You know me and technology, guys. I'm not very good. So add my PayPal account to Buy Me a Coffee. See, I don't use my PayPal because they ripped me off once. I had a thing that went through. Somebody tried to charge me for some stuff for a car. I'm like, that's not me. Thank you for joining All Shorts. Lovely to see you. And yeah, I do watch your channel every now and again. You do pop up on my feed. I think I do actually sub to you as well. But yeah, I'll probably see you on Daily Blase's channel at 5 p.m. as well. Breaking news, police search properties related to Mandelson investigation. Very interesting. Thanks for letting us know, Chrissy. I'm pretty sure I said, is Witchy aware it's not Marcus? I'm not. I thought it was Marcus. Oh, okay. But lovely to see you. Sorry, I'm just, yeah. I'm having a day. Oh, right. Okay. Yes, right. Okay, Billy. Yeah. Okay. We'll do that. All shots. Okay. Who called it? Who was it? Was it Elle or Rosemary's this morning who said something about Trump dump? It was really brilliant. It was really, really brilliant. Which is always, thank you for your amazing show, and chat, thank you for being civil and being an amazing community. Yes, community, thank you so very much for everything. You are awesome. I don't know if the show was that amazing, guys. It was a bit of a last minute thing. I wasn't going to do it. Donald Dump, that's it. Thank you, Elle. Absolutely love it. That's his name from now on. Donald Dump. So I shall see you on Sunday, 6 p.m. for my Stuff and Nonsense show. I shall be talking about, I don't know what yet. I'm sure there'll be some sort of shit going on over the weekend, and I'll find some interesting articles. Was it courtesy of Kirsty? Brilliant. Thank you. So yeah, I'm sure I will find some fun articles to read and some shitty articles to read, and we'll just talk about lots of funny stuff. We'll also do star signs, funny star sign review for the next following week. And I'm sure I'll be talking about running because I've got that race next Saturday. Eek. Your lives are a highlight for me, Witchy. Oh, thank you, Andrea. That's awesome. That is absolutely awesome. I will be doing a Witchy one next Wednesday. I will be doing a Witchy Wednesday next Wednesday. So yes, Double D, because he's a massive tit. He absolutely is. Massive tit. Did you see that video of him where he shot himself in the Oval Office? I cannot remember who it was now. I'll find it because I watched it, and I'll link it somewhere on my page, pop it into the post side of things, the community side of things. But one channel, actually an American channel, slowed it down so you could actually hear what was going on. And the woman behind him in green was sort of doing that. So just worth watching. So have a fabulous weekend, guys. Enjoy DB later on. Enjoy Ed Thompson if you watch him. Enjoy Max. Enjoy the social. I think it's 9:30 that starts. So yes, I'm going to, Kirsty. I'm going to put my feet up now, and because I've only got 2 loads of washing to hang, so that's good. So I will see you all on Sunday. Have a fabulous evening. Blessed be. Bye, guys.